Alright, back again. This is the first video. I'm not filming just on my phone, so hopefully we'll get a little bit better framing and quality going forward. But today, another day, another workout. We're going with chest today, doing some dips using the dumbbell for a little bit of added weight. But for this exercise, you want to keep your shoulders and your chest forward as much as you can. I'm trying to improve my dips a little bit, so that's why I'm starting out with it each week. But if you're just kind of a beginner and you want to start with a chest workout, I'd probably suggest something like a push-up or a bench press if you have access to that. If you do weighted dips, definitely get a good grip on that dumbbell so you don't have to do what I just did there. But I like dips. I personally feel it a lot in my chest when I do it, and it's something that I wanted to improve, especially with the rings. So I go from there to I think it's going to be an ab raise. So going immediately from the dip to holding that static dip position, as well as incorporating that tucked leg raise in with the weights, allows me to get a little bit more workout in my chest and triceps with the dip hold, and then also adding in the ab workout with the tucked weighted leg raises. So all about efficiency, right? Getting your exercise done. Here, you doing the ring push-ups. I'm doing elevated ones here to start by using the stairs behind me. The more the more elevation you have, the more difficult it is going to be as you put more weight onto your shoulders and your front delts, kind of shifting from the pecs a little bit. But just standard push-up form. You want to keep your back straight, your body tight, and save enough energy for the dismount without dropping your face on the floor. Here, I'm just doing a push-up immediately after the elevated version. So decreasing that angle to the floor will make it easier and allow me to put more time under tension for that muscle group, so I can get a better workout on the chest. You know, one of the benefits of doing it on the rings is that it helps with the stabilization demands, but it also allows you to move your arms in a little bit without fixing those points to the ground, which you want to kind of focus on when you're doing chest workout. So you want to bring your arm across your body. So immediately after that, I do some high to low cable crossovers, except instead of a cable, I'm using a resistance band because it's what I have. So it's just about using the resources and the items that you have at home, right, to do the workout that you can. So I go right and then I go left. Make sure you do both sides of an exercise if you do isolated or one arm exercises. You want to keep your body tight and your core tight as much as possible and really focus on the contraction of the chest. And then I do 3 sets from high to low. And then here I do a horizontal level side to side movement. So I do a few different exercises here to kind of just change it up a little bit. Here I'm doing a full rotation, and it's, I would say, probably like 80% core, 20% chest. So I'm giving my chest a little bit of a break as I do this and kind of focus on the core a little bit. It's good to get some rotational movement in there. But here you want to focus on keeping your body tight as possible. At the end, at that movement right there, you can make sure to contract the chest muscle to the side and get a good workout in. Here, do a static hold. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, but I just go for about 30 seconds to a minute until I feel my until I feel my form breaking a little bit. So if your arm begins to drop or you're starting to kind of twist a little bit, then that's the time to move on. But be honest with yourself and try to hold that as best you can. In this case, I'm going to go from a static hold here immediately to just an outward push. So when you're doing the push, you want to make sure you keep your core tight, keep your arms straight out in front of you without dipping, and then you want to try and take as much of the weight on the arm closest to the resistance as you can. So in this case, try to contract your right arm in order to get a good workout in the chest as well. And then after I do this one, I immediately go to the other side, and I do all of these without much rest in between because I'm swapping from left to right. The time you're doing the other side is the time that you're resting the one that just worked out. So you save some time in between movements here without wasting too much time standing around, which is great. Here is just, like I said, from low to high, not as important, but just kind of a finisher workout to just get it done. Here you want to do the left, as the framing of the shot is a bit off as I stand a little bit closer to the camera, but you know, exercise still gets done. So yeah, actually I noticed that a little bit, so I adjusted the angle in the workout. Use that as a quick break and then go right back into it. And you can see that there's not too much to this exercise. It's not super heavy weights, so you just want to make sure that you get your reps in and finish it out. But looks like I'm satisfied with the camera placement there. Check in to make sure you can see the whole movement. Here you go. So you kind of want to keep your arm straight. You don't want to bend at the elbow for this movement, because then it becomes a bicep curl. But if you're looking to do a bicep curl, then this is one way to do it. I would suggest getting some sort of grip or bar, because handling the resistance bands at high tension can be really tough on your hands. But I just do 3 sets of this exercise, and you can see I go immediately from left to right without any breaks in between, and that lets me finish the workout a little bit quicker. And we just do this last set, and I think that's it. We're all done with the chest workout for the day. Here we do a ab workout. You've seen this before. You want to keep your legs straight as best you can from your knee to your hip, and you want to pull with your abs. You can adjust the resistance as needed or decrease it to get a easier progression, to get more reps in, like I'm doing here. So I drop the lowest red band here, and I just keep cranking it out. There's not really a rhyme or reason to whether I drop it or not. It's just how I feel that day. If I felt that I could get a good workout in with a higher resistance, then I'll do that. If I'm feeling a little bit more tired and I feel like it was too heavy, then I'll drop down. But since this is chest day, you want to finish up. I just add a little bit of tricep work at the end here. So this is just the overhead tricep pull. You want to keep your arms straight in the movement here, but the band is pulling the arm back a little bit. So that extension at the end helps get a better range of movement as well. So understanding how the muscles work in the body and how they get stressed is important if you want to improvise your own exercises due to lack of equipment. You know, if you're just doing the exercise and you're not really understanding why or why it works, then you know, it can be easy to do some dangerous things or improvise in the wrong ways. So, but here we do some side raises. So in this particular day, I did the cable pull down, some tricep work, and then side raises, all as one set. Do 3 sets of those to finish out that round of exercise. And I'm using 20-pound dumbbells there. But here we go to some leg raises. I'm speeding this up as well because I'm going for time, but you want to keep your back straight. You want to keep your back flat on the mat as best you can, your legs straight, in order to get the best workout for your core and not shift it to kind of your hip flexors or your legs or your lower back. So this is a pretty good workout. I definitely feel when I do it, so I would suggest you incorporate that as well. After that leg raise, that's more strict. Here I just go into a figure 8, which is less so. I'm just trying to keep the legs elevated to try and finish out the workout and get a little bit more time under tension for this for the core. And this is tough. I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about the form on this one because you're just trying to get to the failure and try to stay there a bit longer. I'm pretty exhausted by the end. So, and then here we just do a plank. I just do a standard plank to finish off, but that's the end of the workout, guys. So I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to get a daily reminder to get your own workout in. But I mean, you can see it doesn't take a lot of time, right? The whole workout takes about 30 minutes, maybe less, depending on how much you do. So just try and incorporate a little bit at a time, and I'm sure as you get more into it and warm up a little bit more, you'll be doing more and more before you know it. All right, thanks guys. Stay healthy, stay safe.